12 playoff games. One last one on the NFL calendar happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens and the champions of the NFC, the Detroit Lions. Final game of the season. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. Greg, it has been a long run to get here. 2 weeks of build-up, the media day, the radio interviews. It's all over now. Finally, it's time for football. And for these players, the long wait is almost over.
Well, I can promise you one thing, Mike. Every single one of these players and coaches in their mind right now is saying the exact same thing. Let's just kick the ball off already. We're tired of talking about the game. We're tired of meetings and practice. It's been a long 2 weeks for both of these clubs. They are ready to get this thing kicked off, and let's decide the outcome of who's going to be Super Bowl champs on the field. And I know you and we got the best seats in the house.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. And off we go on EA Sports. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
He was brought down at the 26. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. In motion comes Andrews. Off the play fake, Jackson. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
3rd down and 9. From the gun, Jackson. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. 2nd in passing yards in the NFL.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters.
Just a yard on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd down.
won't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's got it. Good work there to take it to the 47 and set up first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
On 2nd down, Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the gun, it's Goff. Right side, that's St. Brown. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Laporta in motion. On play action. Goff. Working free downfield. It is Williams. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Detroit.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
Laporta in motion. Gibbs. And he's going to go backwards. Taken down at the 6.
The idea here on 2nd down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a 3rd and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here, and I think on 3rd and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down.
Automatic first down.
Williams in motion. They'll run with Gibbs. And looked like he might have had a lead, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in. Second down.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Montgomery is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Lions are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0.
Ravens nothing.
Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to see the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. He'll start out on the ground with Henry. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Gonna lose a yard.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a yard. We'll try and run for this with Henry. Hey, he's going to be close. Going to depend on the spot, but that looks a little short. It is short, and now it's 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Here's Jordan Stout now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready for their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Goff to throw on first down. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
Lions, first down. First and 10 at the
Well, the run after
21-yard
catch is
line.
certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
Goff just going to tap this one forward. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
Tackle by Trenton.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of gains. I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
3rd and 6. Goff to throw. That's to the big tight end, Laporta. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, 1 quarter down here on Super Bowl Sunday. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Lions ball to begin this second quarter as they've got it looking at 4th and less than a yard. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. This one caught at the 4. He's driving for the goal line. Will be stopped short, but has enough for the first down.
So the decision to go for it on 4th down pays off. Really well executed, nice job by the offense. But now you got to come away with a touchdown. You want to reward your coach for the aggressive decision-making by coming away with 6.
Throwing, Goff under pressure. Now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line. That is a Dafe Owe in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
I don't hate the play call. The best opportunity to throw the ball down this close to the goal line is usually on 1st or 2nd down, Mike. The issue here is the quarterback has to know, if my first read is not open, this ball needs to be thrown out the back of the end zone. You cannot take a sack this close to the goal line.
Laporta in motion. A 2nd down throw for Goff. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And they'll get about 4 out of this one. Run after the catch. Hard to come by down here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Laporta in motion. On 4th down, Goff. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The Ravens offense headed back to take over once more. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 3-yard line.
In motion goes Likely. Gonna go right back to Henry. It lowers the shoulder. A gain of about 3.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. We're going to put a man in motion to the right. On 3rd down, Jackson. Back over the middle and take it in. He's got it. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
On the option, they give it to Henry. He'll push forward for about a yard. Big lineman Aleem McNeil ends the play there.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 8. On play action, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Off he goes. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Lions offense make their way out to take over once more. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0. As they begin with a 1st and 10. Gibbs. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
To throw is gone. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Laporta in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's gone. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Lester on the return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Ravens offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. This is Henry. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9. Lamar going to work from the pistol. And it's left side and caught by Flowers. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. 2 minutes remaining. 1st half in a 7-0 game. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday after this. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
This one caught downfield by Flowers. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
26 yards. That's good for Baltimore. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
Now the Ravens use their 1st timeout as the clock stops, 50 seconds to play until halftime.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Again, it's Jackson. He'll tuck it and take off. And he will score! Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. It's up and through, and the Ravens will level things out at 7 apiece. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Lions offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. That one knocked away, and it's incomplete. Marlon Humphrey, the man there to break that one up.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
On 2nd down, Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. The Lions called their first timeout. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter.
10 at the 36-yard line.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Now, Goff. This one caught by Patrick. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Goff. He's going to look downfield once again. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This about as short as you can get. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now, as this one is in the air. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision, as this ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll start out first down and 10. Williams in motion. He'll go play action with Goff. Catch is made. That is Williams. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
He'll send it downfield for Laporta. This one broken up. It's incomplete. With Jones separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Ravens offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. the gun. Here's a give to Henry. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
First down. First and 10.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the catch and run for the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
A give right up the middle to Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Second down. Jackson. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Third and short. Jackson. Open man, right side. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First down.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
They'll run it with Henry. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
A loss of 2.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Quickly out wide, he'll get it to Hopkins. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
Jackson now to throw on first down. He'll get this out wide. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's a loss of 1.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Hopkins sent in motion. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Third and goal coming up.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face third and goal.
Third and goal. The shotgun, here's Jackson. That's going to be caught. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal. On 4th down, out is the rookie Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. This about as short as you can get. His kick is good. And the Ravens will level the score at 10 apiece.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive, but when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up, and they were able to do that here.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. Reynolds now on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. Low-scoring game, all tied, 3rd quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. Gives it to Gibbs. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
At the 39-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Once again, it's Gibbs. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Lions 1st down.
That's good for a Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard
I know,
line.
I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, then on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with that.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
2nd and 11. To throw is Goff. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Super Bowl 59. EA Sports back for the 4th from SoFi after this. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. To throw is Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
And he has missed this one. No good. And this is going to stay a tie game here in the 4th.
And you just have to wonder what that'll do to the energy levels on both sidelines. I mean, you got a chance to break the tie here late, but he just can't connect.
Quick throw here, taken by Hopkins. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
In motion comes Andrews. Off the play fake. Jackson going up top and looking for Flowers.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
On third down, Jackson. He'll try to run for it. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 37 yards.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up 1st and goal.
Play action now. Jackson. That is caught, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
They'll try and run, and here's Henry. And once again, nothing there. Stopped short with no gain. Now, 4th and goal. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. So on is Tyler Luke in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. Reynolds now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Laporta in motion. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he will pick it up. Let's give him a first down up to the 37-yard line.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. Williams in motion. On play action. Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold them to a gain of 2.
It's second and 8.
From the 33, here's second and 8. Goff to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 yards down to the 16.
Here in the fourth quarter, you just can't predict how many possessions you have left, so you can't let any of them go to waste. So far, this has been a fantastic drive. It's a drive that they desperately needed. They continue to throw the ball like that. They got a chance to take a late lead here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open.
To the goal line and in. Tim Patrick. Touchdown, Detroit. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Bates now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Lions make the lead 4. It is 17-13.
Ravens 13.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, it's Mitchell. And here. Stop at 25. The drive will begin there. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now, Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A loss of a yard.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
Hill. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. The Lions have got it. And he's going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And, Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Lions will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Ravens 13.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, it's Mitchell. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So now it's Lamar Jackson and the Ravens down by 11. A little under a minute 50 to go. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in the Super Bowl. Here is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now on second down. He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
36-yard line.
He'll run. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up second down.
Here comes second down. Back to throw, Jackson. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
He will have a Ravens first down. They're able to convert on third and short, picking up 4.
And the ability to continue to sustain these drives and maintain possession, these third downs are so critical, Mike, because every time an offensive play caller gets a fresh set of downs to work with, there's just more opportunities to continue to try to strike deep and go to score.
He runs with it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one.
The 38-yard line.
They'll need to score and do it quickly. Still one timeout left. The final minute, 1st and 10. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They come up for 2nd and 2. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen to Hill. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
And that's a really heads-up play by the defender, Mike. Once he diagnosed the screen, he immediately puts himself in position to make the play. This offense just winds up going backwards.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. The long wait is finally over. The Detroit Lions have done it. They are Super Bowl champions. Well, a fitting ending to a great NFL season, all culminating here in the Super Bowl. And, Greg, I think we can say the best team won the title.
And you think back to the season they had, Mike, where they earned everything on the field. There was ups and downs. There was adversity. And they were such a resilient group all season long. They were battle-tested coming into the playoffs. They put it all together tonight, and they can call themselves Super Bowl champions.
So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team, and with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico,